Hi, so this is going to be a really quick video on how to trade futures on Binance. So I'm just going to get straight to the point now. Right, so if you look at the interface, there's a lot available on Binance, a lot, but what we're interested in are the icons at the bottom. You see there's home, there's markets, there's trades, there's futures, there's wallets, right? So we are interested in the futures icon at the bottom, right? So bottom right, you see futures, just tap it. Okay. So here, off the bat, if you notice, the first thing that comes to should strike you is the top. You see VET USDT, right? That's the pair, right? That's the pair. There are a lot of other things. I'm going to go over them just in like a minute. This first, there's you see cross. If you tap on cross, I just tapped on cross. You see there are two options, cross and isolated. It's called the margin mode. The summary of what it is cross means that basically your margin is like the amount of money you're betting, kind of, you're using for that particular futures trade. So if you use cross, that means if your margin can extend to even your open positions, right? You can but if you use isolated, mean that your margin will be limited to that particular trade. So if you have like 10 trades, each trade, if you use isolated, each trade will have its own margin. It won't you won't use the margin of other trades. So let me go quick. So the next thing is the 20x button that is beside the cross at the top. I'm looking at the top now. 20x, that's the leverage, right? Your leverage is basically how much the size of the position that you want Binance to allow you open. Like you're advised 10 to 20 leverage, fair enough. If you start going towards 30, you tell you it's high, because the truth is this: you are basically borrowing money. Leverage is basically borrowing money from Binance, from any app, really, because if you open a very large position, you are just putting like $100, but you won't open the $10,000 position, so that if it moves, it will move like you own the $10,000 position. You use that, you allow yourself to open that with leverage. So if you put if you open a lower, if you use lower leverage, the lesser the size of the positions you can open, but less risky. You make less, but you lose less too. Always consider how much you're willing to lose at this point in time. That's the most important thing, right? So that's what that is. That 20 times. So I'll leave mine at 20 times, even though you're advised to use between 5 to 10 if you're starting out. 5 to 10 is fair enough. Then that's 20 times. Then you see the next thing is buy, sell. You buying, selling. So that's dependent on what you want to do at that point in time. You look at this interface now. What maybe you have analyzed the chart. What do you want? Do you want to buy or do you want to sell? We'll get to that in a minute. When you look at under the buy or the sell, buy or sell, you can see available. You see how much USDT you have in your futures wallet. So this is the amount of USDT you have in your futures wallet, because your futures wallet is different from your spot wallet. Futures wallet is only that's the good thing about Binance. Your futures wallet, it's only the money that's in your futures wallet that can be affected by what's it called, by futures trades. You understand? That's the important thing. It's only the money that's in your futures wallet that can be affected by your futures trades. So you can't lose your whole money in all your wallets. No, for futures, no, you can't do that. So yeah, so the next thing is your limit. So the question now is, you've seen this thing, it's exciting, right? Do you want to enter into the market immediately? You can use limit. No, not limit. Sorry, if you want to enter the market immediately, you can use market. But if you want to go, maybe you say, okay, I know the price is going to drop a little bit, let me buy it cheaper, right? You use limit. Or maybe when it rises, I'll sell. You can use limit. Either way, choose your options. You can also use a stop limit if you want. You can now make more complex calculations. Complex decision making with stops. By the time it gets to a particular point, stop is like basically saying when it gets to a particular point, right? Set a limit that I should enter into a position from that point. So basically, hits that point. Then when it gets to the next position, that is the amount, and you set two positions. Basically, it gets to one position, your stop starts. Then when it now hits the second position, then your trade clicks in. So you can be very flexible. But market is also good. I want to enter enter the trade immediately. So amount of VT. So now the thing is this: leverage. Basically, you with leverage, you can open a large size, right, of a large position, and make as much as someone that has a large position. But you can also lose a large position. So the question now is, how big is the position you want to open? Now look, VT is currently trading at 0.1822. You can see by the right, 0.182179. Right, it's currently trading at 0.182082. Now I can say I want to open a position of let's say 2000 VT. I can just put that there, 2000 VT. Right, so I can open okay, maybe 2137 VT. Let's just say that I want to put a position of 2137 VT. Right, so with my, you can see whichever one it is, you can open a position of this. You can open position if you click you want to open a position of 2001 VT. You just tap the buy icon at the bottom. If it's a market buy you did, you automatically open the position for you. You understand? You automatically open the position for you, and then you would see it down. I have a position open. You can see I'm up $0.45 on this trade, right? So you can see it's very easy to buy. You just click buy and then it enters into the trade. But you can also use I could also have used limit. I'm just using this to I'm basically putting my money on the line here because I didn't really analyze that before I went in. But VT is not doing badly either, right? So I just want us to see what's really what this is really about, right? So VT, you can also say I want to buy it when the price drops to 0.2020 something, maybe 204 something VT, whatever it is. I want to buy a small amount, when it drops that amount. So either way, you set that, and then it will kick in. It will kick in, when it gets to that amount, that level, and the trade will be executed. Like so that's it. You can use a limit and say, I don't want to get in now. I feel it's going to drop. Like I think VT is even dropping, right? So I feel it's going to drop. I just set a limit, put the amount of VT I want to buy. Simple as ABC. So now I can also say, it's also I feel VT is going to drop. It's been rising for the whole day. Let me sell. You understand? You can open the sell position, and Binance will actually sell it. Wait, let me show you. I can actually close this position now because I just opened it for I can just close it. Just tap close. You see, the question is, do you want to close with market price? You can also put the percentage, 75% of the position, 100% of the position. How much of it do you want to close? I say I want to close everything and get out. That's 100%. Close my position. So you've closed it. That's it. I'm out of the market. Made a little small loss, right? But that's fine by me, right? So that's it. I've entered. I'm in. I'm out. I can use the limit and say when it gets to 0.8182024, I should sell. If it's limit, it will wait for me to get to that point before it triggers. So I can say, okay, maybe let me not use too much of this. So yeah, so it gets to this point, I should sell. You can see the details. It's even going to tell you like what it cost you at that price. You see, it will cost you $9. That's what you're going to hold as your margin. So confirm sell. So now you see that it's going to open orders. If you look at that, the place downstairs, you see it, open orders is there, waiting for me to is waiting. Once you get to that price, you kick in and start selling. You can see the price is even dropping. If you look at the middle, like the middle of the bar, like the middle, the right, you see 0.8181964, whatever it is. But that's it. You can see it's when it's red, it's dropping. When it's green, it's rising. Yeah, so that's it. So I'm not really interested in this selling this thing, but I'll just okay. See, it has already entered. That's picked up my trade. Look at. All right, so that's it. So then the next thing I think is also important to know is this So yeah, so you have this whole funny, like it's kind of, it can be a lot, but you just try to get used to it. So basically, this I'm just showing you guys, but you will not enter a trade like this. Before you enter a trade, you have to analyze. If you look at the top, you see these two bars at the top right, two bars. So once you tap them, you go into the what's it called, the visual candlestick chart, where you can see all your trade ideas. Currently I have this is the 15-minute chart. I can make it to the 1 hour chart. You can see you can make it the 4-hour chart, right? And I can analyze here. Currently have two indicators, Bollinger Bands and then the RSI open, yeah, and they're just helping me get an idea of what the market is doing, you know. Yeah, so I have that 15, so I can put 15 minutes. So you just stay here, analyze it. Oh, it looks like it's falling. Let me get into it now and make some money, right? So whatever it is, you analyze. So we just tap the back button at the top to go back to the trade, or you can even come here downstairs. You can see buy or sell. I can want to say, oh, I should sell this. I should sell more of this. Oh, it's falling. You go in here, sell, open a new position, close the position. So that's it, really. There's not much to it, but let me tell you, risks. This is high risk, high reward territory here. So literally, it can go bad very fast, really, especially when you use very high leverage. I don't know if I should demo this with high leverage and show you what it is, but I'm just going to do this. Even if I lose money, it doesn't matter. Let me just show you guys. So let me close this position. So yeah, so let me show you what happens when you use a high leverage. So let's say I use 30. You see, it's saying, it's warning me, your leverage is high. Please manage your risk accordingly. I know I won't advise anyone to do this, but then let me set a limit with leverage. I think it's as reason. Let me sell. Hopefully I'm right. So I'm using high leverage, but then a high position too. You see, it's allowing me open up to 6,000 VET. You see, so 4,000 VET. So let's try this. If it goes bad, I'll just close it quickly. You see, so now what? Let me open the position and you see how fast it moves. So look at this. You can see. Basically, the whole point of the leverage is that with the size of your position, you can literally get more quickly and also lose more quickly. You understand? You if this was much bigger, you probably have been seeing maybe $5, $10 moving as you get, just moving. And you can also lose that, you can gain that. You see, it's just, my account is just vibrating, you know, vibrating up, down. It's not sure, should I go up, should I go down? It's trying to decide. But then very soon it might get bad, so I should probably close this very soon. Right, so look at, it's already giving me minus 1.32. You see, minus 2.89. You see, so it's rising while I set a sell. So I'm about to lose money, but it's all good. So I'm going to close this position now because I'm not interested in it. But I just took $3, just a $3 loss, which is fine by me, you know. So just to demonstrate. So if I wait a little, I might even get it. The loss might even reduce, or it could increase depending on the case. Okay, see. Oh, I'm in luck. So that means I might end up not losing anything. Oh, let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. So yeah, so that's it. I'm out of the trade. So you can see, you can get bad really quickly. You know, if it goes so badly against you, you can lose $200, $300, $1,000. Your whole account will close. Yeah, I'm just kidding. But then that's really what it is. So yeah, so thanks. So let me know what you think about these futures, right? So that's how you set a trade in futures. That's what's really about. You understand? You can open large positions and all that. So just let me know what you think. Yeah. All right. Peace.